Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Yosef's Chelsea Blues. I'm here with the preview for West Ham versus Chelsea. Apologies, it's a very different setup. I've had some things going on. So this will be the setup for, you could say, the next month. But hopefully, this will be back before Brentford away, or even maybe before Man United away. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let's just get into it. I was about to say Brentford. West Ham versus Chelsea. It's at 8 p.m. Friday night kickoff tomorrow. Now, after Chelsea's 0-0 draw against Crystal Palace, some people are panicking. I've got a message for those people. Do not panic. It's only the first game of the season. I will be honest, very underwhelming. But remember who we're playing. This is a Crystal Palace team who beat Manchester City in the FA Cup and beat Liverpool in the Community Shield. Albeit on penalties, but is what it is. They still took them to a penalty shootout. They went toe-to-toe with Liverpool, the Premier League winners. So, I'd say, got a bit complacent, and it was very underwhelming against Palace. But when Esteval came on, and Andre Santos came on later on in the second half, we saw improvements, didn't we? Jamie Gittins, you could say, was very lacklustre. And I'd say Pedro Neto was okay against Palace, but there was obviously no end product. So we had to make some changes. But with this West Ham game coming up tomorrow, and by the way, there'll be no watch along for it, unfortunately, because of this thing that has happened. I'm currently having to film on my phone. So there'll be no watch along for this game, the Fulham game. By the way, this is a little update. If I can't get a ticket for a home game, I'll most likely be going to the Frankie's bar to watch the game anyway. And then I'll still do the fan cams outside the stadium. So that's my plan. But it depends on, schedules and stuff like that. But that's my main plan. But enough about my channel and myself. Let's get into my starting 11 for Chelsea tomorrow. Obviously, we're going to go with Robert Sanchez. It's him and Jorgensen for the season. We obviously would love Mike Maignan or Donnarumma, but it's Robert Sanchez. Left back, it's obviously Cucurella. I think he was good against Palace. You kept a clean sheet, so there's no complaints with that. We looked at the news. We saw Enzo Maresca in his press conference. Tosin is back in training. I'm putting him straight in my starting 11. I'm not putting Achampong in that situation again. He did well against Palace, but there was a couple of situations where he could have, costed us. So I'm putting Tosin straight back into starting 11 because he's very important to us at the moment with Levi Colwill being out. Trevor Chalobah will start next to him, and Wesley Fofana will be an option off the bench, I think, in my opinion. Actually, no. Isn't Wesley Fofana injured? Oh, I've forgotten now. I think I saw somewhere where Romeo Lavia and Wesley Fofana weren't available, but I'll have to check that again. Now, where was I? Right back. Reece James. It's obvious. Now, this is where we get into the midfield. I'm going to go with Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo. The midfield is an interesting topic. Caicedo was okay against Palace. Nothing to really say. Did lose the ball a couple of times, but he was okay. Enzo Fernandez. He's a big talking point. He was poor against Palace. Let's be absolutely honest here. He was poor. But I'm not going to let one game judge Enzo Fernandez. From the back end of last season, he was getting goals. He was getting assists. We're not letting one game judge him. So, West Ham away, I'm expecting a good performance from Enzo Fernandez. In the 10, I'm going Cole Palmer. It's an obvious one. On the left, I'm going Pedro Neto. Yes, I'm benching Gittins. On the right, I'm going Esteval. He was a great bundle of joy against Palace when he came on. He impacted the game so much. And up front, I'm going Liam Delap. I think he best suits this game over João Pedro. And then I think João Pedro can come on later if Liam Delap is having a bad game. Now, we go to our score prediction. I don't like these. I'm just going to go with a simple 3-0 Chelsea win. West Ham are very poor. We saw how they played against Sunderland. Very poor. Graham Potter's still their manager. We know what he's like. Us Chelsea fans, we know what Graham Potter's like. So, Chelsea, don't you dare not get 3 points tomorrow. Okay? Because this West Ham team, from what I've seen in their fan base, the fans are at an all-time low. Let's get the 3 points and pop some bubbles. That is going to be it for the Chelsea fans preview for West Ham versus Chelsea. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn that bell notification on so you don't miss any great upcoming content. Make sure you follow all socials on TikTok, Instagram and X. Yours is Chelsea Blues on all. There's been a lot of transfer news. I was on a live stream with Blue Clouds Media. Make sure you check them out in the link in the description below. And I'm going to go and do some transfer shorts now. In a bit, up to Chelsea, and we're out. Peace.